Well, hello every morning. Hello everyone. And good morning. Happy Saturday. It is Saturday, May 11th, 2024, and I am still half asleep, so I can't talk. Oh my gosh. Oh, how's everybody doing today? It is a gloomy day here. It's so chilly and cold and windy. And it's so funny because it was like 90 degrees a couple days ago, and now it is cold front came through, and I think it got down in the 50s last night, and it was very cold this morning. But I'm not turning my heat back on because it is past that time. So I just have a little jacket on because it's cold. I'm trying to get straight here. Hopefully it's not too crooked. All right. Hello, 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 everybody. Come on in. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I am still half asleep. I had to work all day yesterday, and I am tired, but I am going to get some energy going for you guys. So hopefully we started off with a good laugh because I can't talk. And I have got some funny things to tell you about what happened at work yesterday. We had the best time. It was so funny. Oh, now Diane, she says it's sunny. At my house, it's cloudy and gloomy and looks like it's getting ready to rain. And Diane lives in Chesapeake too. Maybe like 20 minutes from me, but it is yucky at my house. I got to go out and mow the grass in a little bit. So what we're going to do today is play with the new Layers of Beauty decorative masks. So we have these 5 masks that make this beautiful rose. So I'm going to show you how to use them. And we're going to do it 2 different ways. So I only did one so far. So this is kind of like, oh, what do they call it? Now I can't think of the name of it. When you stamp it in a light color, and then you color it, and then it looks like it's not really outlined. I can't remember what the name of it, but I saw Patty Bennett do it. And so she used the basic beige ink pad to do it so that you can barely see the outline of the flowers. I tried it first without doing the outline, and I was just doing the whole thing without outlining it. And I didn't like it as much, so then I went back and I stamped the outline in basic beige and did that one. But then after I did it, I started thinking, I wonder what it looks like in black. So we're going to do both today. So I'm going to stamp it in basic beige and another one in black. And we're going to do them at the same time. So you'll kind of get the idea which one you like better. What is that called? No line coloring. That's right. Okay, no line stamping, no line color. Okay, that's what it is. I was trying to remember. So this is in the new catalog, Layers of Beauty. It comes with the stamp set and the dies, and I've got the big die here. I thought about just cutting it out with the big die because I saw a lot of beautiful cards. So this just pops this right out. It's like a perfect match for the stamp. So you can pop it out and layer something behind it, but you know, I can't fit my Big Shot, or not Big Shot, it's not called that anymore, a Stamp and Emboss machine right here because I don't really have enough room. So I thought, I'm just going to keep it on the paper and see what it looks like. So we'll do that another time. But so that's what we're using. So you need a few different colors. I picked 3 colors for the flower and 2 colors for the leaves. You can do one color if you want to and just shade it, and it will end up being like light, dark, and medium, or light, medium, dark. But I think if you used either 2 or 3 colors, it looks better because more of contrast. Same with the leaves. You could just use one color of green and do the back once, then go over the details again, and that would be darker. But I've got 2 different colors here. So I used, let me see, what did I use? Fresh Freesia. I'll tell you again as we do each color. Fresh Freesia, Petunia Pop, Berry Burst, Lemon Lime Twist, and Granny Apple. So I'll be, actually I've got the colors right here so you can, I don't know if you can read my writing. It's so messy. Freesia. Let me see, I'll just cross that out. fresh freesia. That's what I use for number 1. There's 5 different things here. So you've got number 1, and I don't know if you can see that on there. There's a number 1, and the little divot is in the top left corner, and the number's right under it. So I don't know if you can see that or not. It's very light, but there is a 1 there. So that's number 1, and then this number 2. Maybe I should write these on here. So this is number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. But it tells you on the thing. Now, if you're doing it without the lines, you definitely need the numbers and the little divots to line it up. And what I suggest is, see how they all line up perfectly? So what I suggest is using a piece of paper, you know, like this, line it up. And what I did when I did it without the stamp there to guide me, I just kind of traced this little divot, and then I also traced this corner, so I knew exactly where every single one would go. So then you just line that up, then you do the next one, you line that up, and you know, I've got a little piece of Post-it tape. So I've got the link below the video where to get the Post-it tape. It's on Amazon. This is the 1-inch one. It comes in all different sizes, but it's just like a Post-it note, but it's Post-it tape, so it keeps it, you know, in place for you. And then to keep your piece of paper straight, what I do is I tape that down also with a piece of Post-it tape, so everything stays nice and still. So that's what we're gonna do. So those are the 5 colors we're using, and the number of the mask that goes with it. So the number 1 mask, I'm using Fresh Freesia. Number 2, Petunia Pop, 3 Berry Burst, 4 Lemon Lime, and 5 Granny Apple. So those are my colors, and that's what we're doing today. And I got a card in the mail, a Mother's Day card from Vicki Kemp, and I'm going to say hello to you guys in just a second. Why am I still crooked? I don't know. Okay, see if that helps. All right, so this card is from Vicki Kemp, and it's a beautiful Mother's Day card using one of my favorite papers that we had for celebration. And she sent me that gorgeous card. Isn't it beautiful? I love it, love it, love it. So thank you, Vicki. I didn't see you on here yet, but let me go through and say hello to everybody. So let me see. We've got a lot of people on here. 57. Make sure you're doing thumbs up if you're on here. Hey, Marva. Hey, Paula. Hey, Debbie. Hey, Carol. Hey, Linda. Hey, Mario. Hey, Karen. Hey, Myra. Danette. Lynn. Hey, Judith. Hey, Joan. Hey, Marie. Hey, Sharon. Hey, Kim G. Hey, Hilda. Hey, Cindy. Hey, Diane. Hey, another Diane. 2 Dianes. Colleen. Cindy. 32 degrees. Oh, my gosh. Marva. That's crazy. Ginger Snap. Oh, Diane says she's closer to the ocean. Not that much closer. I can't even see any blue sky at my house. Oh, Sharon says she's still asleep, but I'm worth getting up early for. Thank you so much. I don't know if any of you guys are friends with me on Facebook, but I posted a video from my trip of us going to the Japanese steakhouse, and it was so hysterical. I've probably watched it 25 times, and every single time I start laughing so hard. But if you haven't seen it, my Facebook page is public, so anybody can look at it. But it's the Japanese steakhouse guy, and so he's sitting there bouncing the egg on the spatula, and then he goes like this and throws the egg at my friend Debbie, who was my guest for the trip. And she's just so calm about it, and she catches the egg, and she's like, I'm so glad I caught that. And I just bust out laughing hysterically. So you can see me laughing like hysterically in the video, but the egg was hard boiled, so it was like a trick all along. It wasn't like one of the real eggs. But I screamed when he did it, because I just saw this egg fly, and I'm thinking it's gonna, you know, splat everywhere. But she was just so calm. She catches it. She's like, just so calm. I'm so glad I caught it. was just rolling. I couldn't stop laughing. So my friend Melissa, my upline friend Melissa, her husband was taping the whole thing. And I didn't even know until yesterday or day before yesterday when she sent the video out. I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you caught that on video. So it was hysterical. But anyway, I don't know where I stopped on here. Hey, Kitty. How you doing? I saw you signed up yesterday. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Congratulations. Hey, Sharon. Oh, Sharon R says Sharon. Gwen. Judy. I can't remember who I already said hi to. Hey, Mel. I've missed you too. Okay, now a whole bunch of people went flying by. Hey, Mary. First time watching. Well, welcome here. I hope you get a good laugh and smile at these videos. Beautiful in Yuma, Arizona at 5:40. Oh, got up at 5:45 to open the windows. Ugh, I don't ever open the windows because there's so much pollen here. Virginia, you know, the whole time I was in Mexico, I never had one bit of allergies. I was like so fresh and clear, and then the minute I get back to Virginia, it's like allergies just start all over again. So I don't know. We just have a lot of pollen here. It's pretty bad. So anyway, let me show you what we're using and tell you. Oh, I got to tell you the not starter kit. Well, yeah, the starter kit special that's going on now till the end of the month. So you get $125 in products, anything you want, plus all of the in-color stuff. You get all the new in-color pads, a pack of in-color cardstock, a pack of in-color designer paper, and the markers. All of that extra is $82. That's yours free. And so you get $207 of product, all of that for only $99. And it's free shipping. So that is a killer deal. Even if you don't want to ever buy anything again, this is a great deal right now. So you don't have to do anything except hit the join button on my website, which is stampingwithlisa.com. And I don't know if any of you guys noticed this week, but my website crashed. So after the video Tuesday, somebody said something about it, and I was like, I don't know what they're talking about. You know, they're like, I went to your website and it said, you know, error message or whatever. So I go to my website after the video and I'm like, oh my gosh, it says fatal error, unable, I couldn't get on it. So I had to call my friend Amy, who is the one who set up my website. And she had to take a couple hours and fix it for me. So thankfully it's back up and running. She had to fix a few different things. So it was kind of outdated, some plugins or whatever. I don't really know that kind of stuff, but I was panicking because nobody could get on my website. So it's back and everything's working. So that has never happened before. I was really crazy panicking about that. But this is the card kit for the next week or so. I'm going out of town again next week on Tuesday for work. So I will be gone Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So Tuesday's video, I think I'm probably going to do Monday night. So instead of Tuesday night, I'll be out of town. So Monday night, I'm pretty sure I'm going to do the video. And at like 7 o'clock. And then I'll be back for Saturday morning. I don't know what I'm going to do because I'll be gone all week. So I'll be scrambling for a project to make. But so this is the card kit you'll get right now through the 15th if you order. $50 or more using the host code. Please don't forget that host code. And then if it's $100 or more, you'll get the gems too. And I finally finished doing all of the card kits from last month. And so they are all in the mail. I'm going to email out the directions today. So I had a lot of kits, which is great, but it just took me extra time to put them all together. So, oh, hey, Anya. Hey, Nell. Okay, why do I seem like I am kind of fuzzy again? I don't know why it's not coming through really clear like it usually does. And I've checked my camera and I've cleaned it and everything. It's spotless. I don't know why it just looks like kind of, well, my hand looks clear, crooked, got my crooked finger, but do any of of y'all have arthritis that just your fingers start going crooked? It looks awful. I hate it. But this lady came into where I work, and told me about going to a rheumatologist, and she said she takes this medicine and it has made her fingers straighten back up. So I'm going to go see if I can get an appointment and do that. All right, so let's get started. Here's what you need. We're getting old, folks. That's what it is. Old age, getting arthritis. And I eat too much sugar. That's probably what makes it worse. But I haven't had ice cream since the trip, so that's been almost a whole week. Actually, it's been a week. Yeah, today's been a week. All right, so here's what you need. 5.5 by 8.5 white. 5 3/8 by 4 1/8 petunia pop, because I wanted just a little teeny border here. So I made that an 1/8 of an inch, or 1/16 of an inch all the way around instead of an 1/8 of an inch. And then our front piece is 5 1/4 by white. I need to turn it this way because my paper trimmer is getting a little rough around the edges. I need to put a new blade in there. So that's what you need for this card, because we're making two. We're going to do one with the no line. This is coming up off of here. One with the no line coloring and using basic beige, and then one with black. So you'll be able to see one better, but you can tell me which one you like the best. All right, so get a screenshot of that. Oh, and I forgot to tell you. So Starla, one of my downline who does the tutorials for my card kits, she is in the hospital. I'm not going to give all the details, but she's got a lot going on, so she's not going to be on the videos probably, but please keep her in your prayers. And I don't have her address. Let me ask her if she minds if I give out her address so you guys can send her cards. But please pray for her. And you know, just say a prayer. Keep thinking about her, and because she's okay, but she just had a lot of serious stuff going on. So clear here in Germany. Anya, thank you. Mel says, oh, that's good, Lisa. I haven't eaten carbs in a day and a half. Well, I can't say that because I had cereal with strawberries for breakfast. So I don't think I can go a whole day without carbs. I'm a carbaholic, and I did tell you guys, though, I lost 5 pounds on the trip. That was funny. But you know what it is? I think I did eat a lot healthier while I was on the trip, because most of the food that I ate was, I ate a lot of fish and shrimp and vegetables, and not a whole lot of carbs. I already got something on that. Okay, so I didn't put anything on the inside, so I don't really need to stamp that. So these are the two pieces we're going to be using. So we're going to stamp one with the basic beige and one in black. So we're using this stamp, which is the Layers of Beauty stamp. And this is basic beige. And big stamps I like to ink upside down. And usually I stamp them like this, like with the paper on top, but I want to make sure I get the whole thing on here, so I'm going to do it, oops, so I can see it really good and make sure the whole entire thing gets on here. So there we go. Give it a good press. Oh, my washing machine's done. I have to go out and mow the grass. There you go. So if you miss anywhere on here, it's not that big of a deal, because you don't want it to show a whole lot. You kind of just want to be able to see where it is so that you can color it. All right, next one is black. Make sure you start with the other one first. You don't want to do black first, then go to beige, because unless you clean it. So this is just black, Memento black. And oops. All right, same thing. We're gonna go, I hope I got all of it, and stamp it. Again, make sure you get it all on your page. And I have a whole pad of paper right here, so that's my cushion. Whenever you're using the photopolymer stamps, make sure you have some kind of cushion or the foam mat or something underneath it to give it some good pressure. You don't want to do it just on a flat surface or it doesn't come out very good. All right, that came out perfect. Okay, so now we've got both of our colors here. So we're going to start with our masks, and I'm using number 1. Oh, let me tape these down too. Let me get scrap paper, and I guess I'm not going to use that one I put. For this one, you really don't need to worry about the notches because you can see the actual picture. So we're just going to put that down and put this one down. And this tape is great because it doesn't rip your paper or anything. So you can line this up pretty easily. I mean, you could line it up with a little notch and then make sure everyone's the same, but this is easy to line up. There you go. Make sure it's all in the right spot and then tape it down. All right, so we're going to start with Fresh Freesia. And I got this pad's backwards and it's dry. We're gonna do the best we can. All right, so we're gonna start. Yeah, this one's kind of dry. All right, so just, whoops, sponge all the open areas. I'm not even gonna tap off because this one is pretty dry. So I'm not worried about a blob. I really meant to re-ink it and I forgot. All right, make sure you get all the little openings in here. Use my Misty. Oh, Karen, use your Misty. I don't have a Misty. I still have the Stamparatus, but, you know, we don't sell that anymore, so. Yeah, that would be a good idea. I might have to get a Misty. But I'm kind of mad because, you know, they were suing Stampin' Up about that Stamparatus. But even though it was totally different. But it is a cool thing. I do like it. Okay, so there's that one. So then I'm going to take this. And you know what? I think I need 2 pieces of tape. Let me get another piece of tape. I just want to make sure this doesn't move while I'm doing it. So there we go. All right. So now we're going to put this on the other side and do this one. So line that up. And it's easier if you do them at the same time because you already got your ink out, you got everything out, ready to go. And you can do a couple of the, actually, if you set up a whole bunch right in a row, you could do a whole bunch at a time. Because it looks like it takes a lot of work, but it doesn't. Especially if your pad is not dry, it will be even faster. Okay, so let me tell you one of the stories that happened at work yesterday. So I went in and I get to work and I share an office with the nurse supervisor and his name is Sam. And he's this really nice guy, really sweet. And, you know, we have a great time. And when both of us are working together, we have to share the office. We usually don't get much done because we're always talking. So I'm trying to do the schedule yesterday because tomorrow, yesterday was supposed to be my last day at work for a week because I got to go to this leadership conference thing. So I was trying to get everything done and, you know, we're just talking too much. And imagine that I like to talk. Can you all imagine me talking? So we're sitting there and my back was to him because we have like his desk goes this way, my desk goes this way. So my back and his back are kind of to each other. All right, so that was number 1, and that was Fresh Freesia. I think I like the black one better. So all of a sudden, we hear this noise, and this is what it sounded exactly like. Like that. Okay, now what does that sound like to you? It sounds like a fart. So I turn around And I look at him thinking he did. Beth is on here. Hey, Beth. So I look at him thinking he just farted. And I'm like, that was insane how loud it was. But it sounded like one that, you know, like if you sat on a whoopee cushion or something like that, it was kind of like a little bit louder and, you know, longer. And he's looking at me and we both just bust out laughing. And then the girls who were in the, you know, out front, they come running over and we're all just hysterical laughing. And they're like, what was that? What was that? Well, come to find out the toilet in the women's restroom was broken. So the guys were in there, like the plumbers or whatever, fixing it, and they had to take off the toilet and replace the O-ring underneath. And whatever tool that they were using, some kind of a drill or something, I don't know, whatever it was making that farting sound. And it sounded exactly, I'm not even lying, it sounded exactly like a fart. So this goes on like every couple minutes, they're doing this sound. And every single time we're all laughing hysterically because it was funny, you know. I don't know what it is about a fart that makes you want to laugh so hard, but we're all just rolling. I need more scrap paper. And so within about 5 minutes, I'm laughing so hard, tears are running down my face. And so everybody is just like rolling. And then all the people in the back who were working in the back come running up to the front and they're like, what is going on up here? You guys are so loud. And so they stand there for a minute. And I'm like, wait for it, wait for it. And there it goes again. And then we bust out laughing again. So it just kept happening. And it was just so funny. And I didn't realize I had all this mascara, like, you know, kind of running down my face a little bit. So now we're doing the second color. This is Petunia Pop. And I'm doing number 2. Not actually doing number 2. Using the number 2 mask. And putting that on top. Now this one is very juicy, so I'm tapping off. So we're just going to swirl this around and get it on here really good. So that was my first thing of the day. That was so funny. So see how beautiful that comes out? Then we're going to move it over to the second one. Line it up. And there we go. And put it down. All right, same thing. So we're putting this is Petunia. So that was my first part of the day, like within an hour of getting to work, laughing about that. And so then what happened next? Oh, so okay, so this is kind of funny, but a little bit gross. So my friend at work, I'm not even going to mention her name, but so she had like she was having allergies. Her nose was running. And you know how she kept grabbing a tissue and she's like, oh my God, she says like one side of my nose just won't stop running. And she's sitting there. We weren't very busy at this time. And I said, why don't you just shove the Kleenex up your nose, you know? Just joking. So I turn around and she's sitting there with the Kleenex up her nose. And I almost fell on the floor laughing. I'm trying to line this up and I can't concentrate. So I had my phone sitting there and she's just sitting there like it's no big deal. Well, there weren't any patients up front at the time. So, okay, I line it up. So these holes should be white through there. All right, so that was Petunia. Now we're moving on to Berry Burst. And hopefully I can concentrate. All right, so now we're at the last color, Berry Burst. Hey, Karen. Work for you is not a chore. Some days it is, but yesterday was a great day. I've got to tell you, yesterday was probably one of the top 10 days at work because I had laughed almost the whole day. All right, I have a little teeny one here. Not for any reason, just because I couldn't find another purple one, but... All right, so we're going to fill in these little areas with the darkest color. So you start with the lightest and move to your darkest. And make sure you get those little holes because that's the center of the flower. So anyway, I had my camera sitting there, so I grabbed my camera and I turn around real fast to take a picture of her. And she's just like dying. She's like, I can't believe you took a picture of me. I said, I'm gonna post it all over Facebook, which I wouldn't do that, but everybody who kept coming up to the front, you know, hearing us, every time I start laughing at work, everybody comes to the front and they're like, what's going on? Because they always want to know what's so funny. And because everybody can hear me in there. And so they come up and I'm like, you want to see something funny? And then I was showing her picture. But she didn't care. She's one of those really funny people too. She doesn't care. All right, let's line this one up. And hold on, here we go. Gotta make sure that there's the blank spots showing. All right, so then, I don't know if I should tell you the last one. The last one was really funny too. I don't know, should I or shouldn't I? Might get me in trouble. Because this one's a little risque. Yeah, that's because they want to laugh too. You're right. Everybody, see, they always get jealous of us in the front because we have so much fun. And we're always laughing and goofing off. But the patients love it because you would think, you know, they're sitting there going, gosh, these girls are just sitting here. But we joke with the patients all the time, and they just love it. This one guy who came in yesterday, we have a lot of military people where I live. So we have a VA hospital, which a lot of the military people, you know, who are retired go there. All right, so there is that. So now, so far, they're both exactly the same except for the background color. So that was Berry Burst. And I'm going to let that petunia pop out. I need that for the words. Okay, so now we're going to go to the yellow and the green. So we've got the leaves. So anyway, he came in, and I was just joking around with him and laughing, and he's like, thank you for being so nice. And he said, I used to usually go to the VA hospital, but they couldn't get me in. And he said, and they're so rude there. He said, as soon as you walk in, they're like, what do you want? Why are you here? Sit down. You know, they just like treat you like you're a child, kind of. And I was like, are you serious? I mean, I had no idea. But he said, yeah. He said, I hate going there. And he said, it's really sad because they're treating military veterans that, you know, gave their lives for our country, and they're being so mean to them. And I was like, that is crazy. I can't remember which one of these is the lemon lime and which one is granny apple. That's not good. Let me see. Oh, it doesn't really matter because they're both coming out the same color. All right, so this is lemon lime twist. This is number 4. So we're gonna put, oh, this was really dark. Okay. So put some lemon lime, which gives it a really pretty green color. I love this green. So anyway, that guy was there for, his knee was hurting. And so this is what's so funny. So he goes, the x-ray girl goes to get him. And she's like talking about his pants, because she was going to have to take an x-ray of his knees. So she needed to know if he could get his pants rolled up or pulled up above his knee, or if she would have to get him a gown so that she could x-ray his knee. So she goes in the room and she looks at him, and she's kind of like pointing to his pants. And she said, do you think you can get it up? And he goes, say what? And she looks at him and she goes, oh, I was talking about your pants. Can you get your pants up above your knees? He goes, well, yes, I can get it up. So she had to come up and tell us. I thought I was going to fall out of my chair again laughing. But that guy was so nice. He was just really nice. But so he got a kick out of visiting us yesterday. But oh my gosh, it was just so funny because she was talking about his pants, but the way she said it. uh, mm. So anyway, that was my day. So then a lot of you guys have sent me jokes. Because remember last time I didn't have a joke because I ran out. So a lot of you guys sent me jokes, but I've used them already. So I only think I got one or two that I hadn't used yet. So I'm going to do one of those today. And it's a really cute one. All right, so we're still doing lemon lime. This is on the other one. Make sure you're tapping this off if yours is juicy. If it's dry, you don't have to, but this is a juicy pad. I'm telling you what, I was laughing. I must have burned off 1,000 calories or more yesterday just laughing. Because you know they say laughing is the equivalent of jogging in calories. So if you laugh for 5 minutes, that's the equivalent of jogging for like 5 hours. Or maybe it's the reverse. I don't know. Yeah, that guy, he's like, I'm never going back to the VA. I'm coming here from now on. That was funny. Okay. So now we've only got one left. So I think I like the black one better, but what do you guys think? We're going to go to the very last color, which is Granny Apple. And so we got Granny Apple. I don't know how juicy this one is, but okay, not too juicy. Oh, I was getting ready to just go like that. Okay, let's put the mask on. But see how easy it is to line this up if you already have it stamped. If you don't have it stamped, you really need to use that little notch there to line it up. And I think it goes faster this way, though. Okay, now this one is not as juicy as the other one, so I'm going to have to put a lot on here, I think. Make it darker. I'm not even tapping off. You got to be careful about getting this ink on your fingers, too. I'm trying to rub it in pretty good. I love these masks, though. We had the other one, Enduring Beauty. But I only did it a few times. All right, and you can always lift it up since it is taped down. I can lift it up and see, oh, I think I need a little bit more green on here. So I met this guy. Well, I didn't really meet him. I talked to him online. And we were talking on the phone the other day, and he said he was a chef. And I was like, oh my gosh. I said, I've always wanted to meet a guy that was a good cook, that could cook for me. And I said, so when are we going to get married? Just joking. And so he really sounded like a nice guy. Well, then after I got off work last night, he called me and we started talking, and he still sounded like a nice guy. But then he goes, well, I was locked up one time. I said, what? And I said, for what? So then he goes into this hour-and-a-half story. Oops, I need it still for this one. Hour-and-a-half long story of what he did and, you know, how he grew up and all this stuff. And I thought to myself, okay, you're a crazy man. So I couldn't get a word in edgewise. I just put the phone on mute and I started doing other things because I didn't want to just hang up on him. But I thought, I'm never going to go out with you, buddy. So anyway, he just kept talking and telling me his whole life story. And I'm thinking, really? After this story, do you think I would go out with you? He was like crazy. But it's funny because he seemed so nice. And he was a chef in this fancy restaurant that's around here. And I thought, interesting. But definitely not my type. So that was that. We never had a date, thank goodness. I think I would have been mad if he told me that after we had a date. But, I mean, he seemed like a nice guy. But after he told me what happened, I was like, I need to get off these dating sites. There's a bunch of wackos in here. All right, so let's see how that looks. Oh, pretty good. I think a little bit more green. Starting to get a cramp in my hand from holding this. Okay, there we go. All right, so now we are done with the coloring. So that was Granny Apple. So we used, again, you know what? I got a little bit over the edge here. So be careful of that. Maybe put on 2 separate sheets of paper. I don't think I got any on my piece of paper. There's some on the tape. And you can reuse this tape over and over and over. Oops. All right, so here's the 2 pieces. So there you go. Let me put just plain old white. Okay, so which one do you like the best? Let's put pink. This is Petunia Pop. Under. All right, which one do you guys like the best? Disregard. My chainsaw story. Yeah, the mats are easy to clean. All you gotta do is you can either rinse it under water or you can take a wipe and just wipe it off. Picker with a chainsaw making a huge racket and about 3 stories up. Oh. Yeah, just wipe it. I've got wipes here, Huggies. Doesn't have to be Huggies. You could use Pampers or generic, doesn't matter. Wouldn't want to tell someone my whole story right after I know it! But you know, I'm really glad that he did, because if I had actually gone on a date with him and thought, this is a nice guy, and then like a week later he tells me that story, I'd be like, oh my gosh. So I'm glad he told me. Okay, so I like the black. I think almost everybody likes the black one. Oh, a couple beige. Okay, so we're just going to glue that. Oh, actually, I got to stamp the words. Hold on. So I'm just going to use, what do you think? Should I use Petunia Pop, or this what I did, Petunia Pop on this one? Or should I use black for the words? What do you guys think? I think I'm going to use pink on this one and black on the black one. See how it comes out. I think the black will pop more with the black. Uh-oh, I hope I'm not shaking my camera. Now this would be bad if you stamped your words and you did a great job on this and then messed up on the words and ruined the whole thing. Well, you know, you can always fix it. You could just cut out a word and put on the top there. All right, so now we're just going to put it together. And see how it looks. Love this Petunia Pop. Now you could put any color that you used. So you could put a background of the Fresh Freesia or the Berry Burst or any of them, and I think they would all look beautiful. But I just love this Petunia Pop color. You know, pink is my favorite color anyway, but this pinkish purple is gorgeous. I want to have a shirt like this color. All right, and then we're going to put this on our white. And I was trying to find something to stamp inside, but other than the rose, it doesn't really come with a whole lot of stamps. They're more little teeny stamps. And I wanted something solid, so I would probably, there's a stamp set called Stippled Rose that kind of goes with this one. So I think I would stamp that on the inside. Oh, we've been on here 45 minutes already. I gotta go mow my grass, put down some more mulch, plant a few more flowers today, and work on my projects for my class. I have class on Monday and Tuesday. All right, we're gonna spray. then I got to do my bows and our butterflies. So I don't know if you can see that, but it's very sparkly and beautiful. I definitely like the black one better. All right, so we've got some butterflies we're going to put on. So I'm going to do a little one right here and a big one over here. Oops. There we go. Can you guys see those butterflies? They're so cute. So there's the butterflies, and then we got to do a ribbon, and I meant to do these ahead of time, but I forgot. So what I always do is make a little pretend bow like this, just to measure and kind of, okay, so there's half, and then make another one, fold it, and then I need 2 of them, and you gotta stick around. I'm giving away cards and I have a joke, so don't go yet. All right, and then fold this in half. You should have seen me cutting all the ribbon for all those card packs. I started watching, have any of you guys watched Elsbeth? It's actually, I didn't know this, it's a spin-off of The Good Wife. Did any of y'all ever watch The Good Wife with, what was her name? Can't think right now. That was one of my favorite shows back a few years back. But I guess Elsbeth is from that show, which I don't remember her on that show, but all these characters that were on that show originally are like guest starring on there. But I binge watched it while I was cutting all the card kits, and oh my gosh, it is the best show. She's a lawyer and she solves all these crimes because she's kind of like, I would say, a female version of Monk. Do y'all remember Monk from back in the like 80s? She's kind of like Monk. She sees all the details of things that nobody else sees, and she's a little bit quirky and not OCD like he was. Why can't I get this in ball? Okay. We're going to try and roll it up a little bit. Okay, there we go. All right, so we're just going to stick a bow right there. I like it when it twirls better. I guess my ribbon's not twirly enough today. Maybe it's humidity making it not curly. Because it's humid here. It's rained almost every single day since I've been home from my trip. Which is good because I've been so busy I haven't had time to water anything. So that's a good thing. All right. I think I'm going to cut this shorter. All right, one more bow. Okay, so there we go. All right, so there's our 2 cards. So which one do you like better? I like the black. But I think they're both gorgeous, but I do like the black better. All right, so there you go. Easy way to use those masks. I liked Monk, but haven't seen this show. Hey, Betty. Oh, she was George Clooney's love in ER. I used to watch ER back like 20 years ago. Oh, Karen, yep, you're liking it. Juliana Margulies. Yeah, that's her name. It's on Netflix. Yes, it is. It's on Netflix. Oh, she was an attorney that used to get on her nerves. It's been so long ago that I haven't seen The Good Wife because it's been off the air for at least like 5 or 6 years, I think. But so this is my new favorite show. I think it's only got the 1 season, and I binged watched like I think 7 episodes the other day, and we had so much rain. I have to watch rerun. Making spinach dip. Oh, that sounds good. All right, I got a joke. Hold on 1 second. If you haven't done thumbs up, make sure you do that. If you haven't subscribed and you're new, please subscribe for me. And here is the joke for today. So the person that sent me this did not have her name, just her email. So it's Sade is the email. So thank you to Sade for sending me this joke. It's a blonde one. So 2 sisters, one blonde, one brunette, inherit the family ranch. Unfortunately, after just a few years, they're financially in trouble. In order to keep the bank from repossessing the ranch, they need to purchase a bull from the stockyard in a far town so they can breed their own stock. They only have $600 left. Upon leaving, the brunette tells her sister, when I get there, if I decide to buy the bull, I'll contact you to drive out after me and haul it home. The brunette arrives at the stockyard, inspects the bull, and decides to buy it. The man tells her that it's $599, not 1 penny less. After paying him, she drives to the nearest town to send her sister a telegram. And the telegram operator explains that he'll be glad to help her and says it's just 99 cents a word. Well, after paying for the bull, she's only got $1 left. She realizes that she'll only be able to send her sister 1 word. So after a few minutes of thinking, she nods and says, I want you to send her 1 word, comfortable. The operator shakes his head and says, how is she ever going to know that you want her to hitch up the trailer, to pick up the truck, to your pickup truck, drive out here to haul the bull back to your ranch if you send her the word comfortable? And the brunette explains, my sister's a blonde. The word is big. She'll read it very slowly. Come for the bull. So I thought that was cute. I didn't see that coming because I'm like, comfortable. And then she sounded it out. I'm like, okay, I got it. So I thought that was cute. So I hope you guys loved the video today. If you are brand new, don't forget to subscribe, do thumbs up, share it with everybody, share it on Pinterest, wherever. It always helps me grow. And I'm almost at 17,000. I'm like 16,900 and something. So almost at 17,000. So I'm getting excited. I'm getting close to 20,000. So you guys have a great rest of your weekend. I'm planning on being back Monday night, not Tuesday night. Monday night at 7 o'clock because I'm going out of town again. So I'll be back with another fun video and hopefully some more jokes. Oh, I got cards. Wait a minute. Don't leave. Don't leave. I got cards. So let me give these away. I almost forgot. And I have a couple left over from last time. So Gloria, you won this one and you said you emailed me, but I cannot find the email anywhere. So please send me another email because I do not have it. Judy French and Veronica Meyer. You guys were from last time, so if I don't hear from you, that's going back in the pile for next time. So those 3 are old. So now I've got these 5 for today. And, oops, this one goes this way. Yeah. Okay, so let me pick some names. Mix them up. All right, so first one is Brenda Hafer. So Brenda, you get the butterfly. Next one is Michelle Keene. Michelle, you get that one. Next one is Cindy Ira Smith. I think I saw you on here. Cindy gets that one. Next one, Renee Gines. You get that one. And last one, oops, one fell out, is Beth Dreyer. She's in my downline, and she's on here. So there you go. So those are the winners for today. So Brenda Hafer, Michelle Keene, Cindy Ira Smith, Renee Gines, and Beth Dreyer. So congratulations. Oh, Renee's on here, and I know Beth's on here, and so is Cindy. So you guys won. And then I don't see Brenda or Michelle, but all right. So send me your address. Hold on. Let me get my email. Stampgirl2. Don't forget the 2. Stampgirl2@cox.net. So I will see you back in a couple days for another fun video. All right, everybody. Take care. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.